Right. Thanks. I don't know how I missed that. Hey, Union. Why can I see that? I don't want to be able to see your account. Oh, I can't just edit that from there. All right, whatever. I'll edit it some other time. Okay. Let me go ahead and load up the game then. Yeah, so... Cool. So the plan is very simple. Today we're just going to go ahead and go fishing a bunch. We have to get, let me see. I can actually check once we get through some of this. If I go to Thieves Den, yes. Here we go. All right. Yes, yes. So, should be, is it school life? Yeah, I think it's school life. Angler, 100,000 points. Okay, so I've got about 8,000 or almost 9,000. We've still got a good chunk of the way to go. Got 8% done, I guess you could say. So what we're probably just gonna end up doing is I'll fish every night that I can, as much as I can, and then if we get to the end and I have like do the next story event and I don't have enough points, I'll just reload the save and we'll just keep doing that over and over again. I think I actually got to give a massage here first before I can go out tonight. So ooh, how's your week going? I actually have stuff I could do for another okay. I actually have stuff I could use for another box of crap thing, but maybe we just save it for sometime down the road, because this has been on my mind that I've got to do this at some point. So the goal is to it's been so while I forgot how to fast travel properly. I have to get this done, and then I think sorry, and then we'll get batting done maybe next week. All right. Oh, I only have the small volley. Can I buy more? Oh wait. Oh, I have to get the smaller stuff first. Okay. Let me get the smaller stuff and then I can use the points I get from that to buy some actual bait. Ah. Recast that. I stream elements. Ah, whatever. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this should have, this is the first playthrough where I read all the books and everything, so should be fine. Did you try the fishing minigame in Persona 4 then? I find that this fishing minigame is actually quite similar, especially in the, like, pulling part to Persona 4's fishing minigame. Alright, let me check the prizes, see if I can get some better bait. Nice. What do you think? Do you think you're about done with Persona 4 for a while, or do you still have a lot of stuff you want to get done? I reckon you're probably pretty much almost done with the game at this point. Because it's been out for a few weeks now. Several weeks, really. Oh, I also forgot I have actually next Monday off from work, so maybe I'll do an extra stream then. That might work out. We'll see. More medium. Yeah, we'll use all the medium and then... Okay. I'm kind of looking forward to going back to Persona 4 because it's been a while since I've actually played it. I don't know if there's any medium fish in this pond right now. Might have to come back in a minute with a large bait. Yeah, I think so. Alright, let me see what his prizes are a minute. Cool. That's fun. Yeah, one of the achievements for Persona 3 Portable is to beat the game with both the male and the female protagonist, so yeah, I'm probably not going to do all the trophies for Persona 3 Portable. It's impossible to do them in one run, so I don't know. I feel like I'm not going to go back to that version of Persona 3 Portable for a long time after I finish the female playthrough. I'd rather play through New Game Plus on Persona 3 Fez if I was going to play Persona 3 for a 4th or 5th time at this point. I think I saw the yeah, I think that thing over there is supposed to be the
yes.
either the long one or this big one here is supposed to be the Guardian, I think. Sec. Really putting up a fight. Come on. Hey. Godly robes with God loves accessory, yeah. But I mean, at that point, you're farming out like endgame equipment, so yeah, the game's gonna get broken one way or another. I need to recast that. Fine, I casted it right on top of you. Turn around. You know what we're gonna do?
Yes.
Finally, jeez. Yeah, I think the 8,000 points too was only after like one night of fishing, so it shouldn't take too long to get all those points.
Yes.
Because I think I only fished once in my playthrough.
Yes.
Yeah. That's like 2,800 points plus. All right. Okay. I like how you use the ultimate persona for that. Kind of funny.
Irashai.
さてと
Let's use a large volley, see what's in the pond today. Okay. Too far. I should probably just be going for like the larges and stuff, if I want to get the most points quickly as possible. I don't know how long this is gonna take. It'll probably, I don't think it's gonna take more than a couple of hours. So hopefully not, because I gotta probably get up early tomorrow for work. Shouldn't be too long, I wouldn't think. Gosh darn it. Come on, see it. There you go, buddy. I think that's a large. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it would take too long for this. So that's good. Like I said, it'll probably take me a couple hours. And then next week or something, we can do another just chill stream where we just hang out and I hit baseballs for like however long it takes. Probably like, I don't know, another couple hours or whatever it takes.
Yes.
Ugh, I hate that it displays the viewer count on the overlay. There's a reason why I turn off the viewer count. It's just distracting. Especially since my viewer count has never been particularly high or anything. I don't know. Because I used to stream on Twitch a lot, and a lot of the time I would be streaming to like nobody or just like one person. And so I just turned off the viewer count and just like it acted as if somebody was watching, even if they were just lurking or whatever. Which honestly has probably served me better in the long run anyway. And besides, the numbers never help. I don't know. They just never seem to... Nope, I don't need to... It's just depressing.
こんなところか。
Yeah. But yeah, no, I've actually been trying to make content for a few years now. I think we're coming up next month actually on that 3 years? Yeah, probably 3 years, I think.
いいぞ
So,
うん
it's been a good chunk of it on on Twitch, which honestly in the long run was kind of dumb. Like, because after a year, I wasn't really doing anything. Like, after COVID ended, like, and the amount of people who were staying home and stuff, I just kind of like, nothing really went anywhere for a while. And I had fun with it, but after a while, it was just kind of like, this isn't going anywhere. So, I was like, screw it. I gotta actually start making YouTube videos and stuff. I was also trying to do a bunch of variety stuff, which was kind of fun for me, but like, you know, people would like follow for one game and then they would never come back once I finished the game, which is understandable. So I've been trying to focus in on Persona stuff since that's kind of worked out recently. Because for better or for worse, a good chunk of people have seen that Persona 4 video, which I made a while ago. Because of the announcement of those games coming to new platforms. Yeah. Well, actually, no. What you want to find is something with a medium amount of following, but not a lot of people making content around the game. Like, something that I'm surprised that it's pretty niche. It's not terribly niche, but I'm surprised that like Command and Conquer doesn't have any bigger content creators. Like, there's like almost nobody making Command and Conquer content, despite the amount of like mods and stuff for the game and everything. Like, even if it was just a variety, like covering a bunch of different mods and like different versions of Command and Conquer and everything, there's plenty there to sink your teeth into. But I guess it's just because RTS games aren't currently getting new releases or anything too much, especially Command and Conquer these days. But like, I could totally see somebody doing pretty well in that area. But what you want to find is something you're interested in, that you're pretty knowledgeable about. And if it comes to gaming stuff, it has to be a niche that has a wide amount, like a good amount of people interested in it, but it doesn't have a lot of people making that same content. So like, there are people who are making other Persona stuff, but there's not a lot of people, at least previously, who are making guides for like Persona 3 or Persona 4 or anything like. There are a lot of guides for Persona 5, but 3 and 4 were kind of passed up because they were right. Persona 3 was like back in 2006 or 7 or whatever. So really early days of YouTube, like within like the first couple of years of YouTube. So obviously there are like old text guides and everything, but there's nothing like, there's no videos or anything. And then Persona 4, there's also not a lot, so. And then I do want to actually branch out from guides, but I do want to make those because there's like one series on YouTube of some actually fairly decent Persona 3 guides that I watched back in the day to help me compile like a bunch of information when I was first playing through the game. But other than that, and like reading through old game facts, reading the wiki, and reading that 100% completion like social link guide, there's not a lot of good information, and all of that stuff isn't very accessible for a lot of people. So hopefully the videos help with that. Yeah, I mean, you can obviously soft mod a Vita fairly easily. It depends on the model. Some of the models require an official SD card to soft mod, but the better ones kind of don't, like the OLED 3000 series or whatever it is. I've looked into getting a PS Vita recently, actually, so that's why I know. But I think I'm gonna focus on getting some other stuff first. Like tomorrow I'm meeting up with a couple of people to buy some secondhand Switch games. So Age of Calamity for like 30 bucks, and then Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition for like 20 bucks.
いいぞ
So, I know, I'm just trying to collect some of that stuff and do it at a reasonable price. But yeah, if you want an actual physical copy of Persona 4 Golden on Vita, it's like crazy expensive. Oh, here we go. It's a big one. This must be the guardian of the pond, given the cut-in and everything. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Nice. We got the Guardian.
よし
3,000 points, but that's just because it's the first time. But overall, that was a pretty good fishing run. The low price is 170 G's. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I feel like a lot of those prices are super inflated though. I don't know. Like, especially if you're looking on eBay and stuff, I feel like a lot of those prices are inflated. I wonder if the market for that will go down, actually, if we do end up having, like, a worldwide recession. It has to, right? Because, like, if people don't have, like, as much, like, disposable income, like, the prices of that stuff will have to stay as is or go down instead of continuing to climb. That was a listing from Amazon. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's the same thing really, because it's resellers, right? Or it's like, well, not resellers, but like, you know, people have tracked down a copy of it and are selling it as part of their business. It's not somebody selling it at a garage sale.
いらっしゃい
Still, I'm not sure why the price on that would be so high. Besides for collectors, there's nobody really who wants to buy that. And there are a lot of other Atlas games that are much harder to get your hands on that are much more collectible, I feel. Especially since Persona 4 Golden is out on lots of new platforms now, you know? Like, sure, you could buy that version, but there's a better version of it that runs on better better and newer consoles and PC. So usually the price of that kind of stuff dips when a re-release comes out, unless it's like terrible.
マジかよいいぞどうする
There's been a lot of re-releases and remakes and stuff recently. Like, we just had Metroid Prime Remastered come out first. I mean, that's pretty cool, though. I kind of want to get it. Well, I do want to get it. I know I could technically buy it on the eShop and play it now, but I want to get the physical version. Yeah, I mean, that's always part of it. You know, they're not making any more of them, so. But like. Oh, I don't know. I'll think about it once I've actually gotten the game, maybe. I guess we'll probably have to, especially if I want to play it on stream or something. Maybe it'd be a good game to play before Tears of the Kingdom comes out. Especially if it has plot elements for it. I know there's quite a few people who are in my audience who really like Breath of the Wild, because I played it on Twitch, and that was actually probably the best. That was last summer. I played Breath of the Wild on stream a lot, and it actually did fairly well. I got like 10, 12 viewers max, but on Twitch that was kind of, you know, fairly decent for considering I was coming literally from the bottom. You know, so it's just the people who trickled down.
いいぞどうする
But
お
and I did enjoy the game. I played a lot of it. And went as far as to get like a pack of those amiibo cards, like the NFC chip cards, so you could like get all the different outfits and stuff. So, definitely play Tears of the Kingdom when it comes out. On stream, maybe. On this channel, probably not. Actually, something that I recently have seen in my YouTube recommended and looks pretty interesting to me is a Pokemon fan game called Pokemon Infinite Fusion, where you can literally fuse any of like Gen 1 through like 7 or 8 or whatever they're at now.
いいぞ
And it's like it's a fan game, but it's like not made with like it's not a ROM hack, it's like its own computer game kind of deal. But yeah, you can literally fuse any Pokemon, and a lot of the designs are, I don't know, like AI or just like mashups of the sprites, kind of like AI mashups of the sprites or whatever. But there's a good chunk of them that are hand done, you know, and they keep adding more and more to that. Nice. And it looks really cool. Like some of the designs are really cool, and it's a neat idea because the Pokemon, there's two different versions depending on which is the base and which you're adding on top of it. And they combine typings. Like you still only get two typings, but you know, they kind of combine, and you can combine their move sets, and then you can defuse them at any point and use them with a different one, and they average the levels out. It's really cool. Hold up. I was reading your chat and I kind of almost lost the Guardian, so let me slowly reel him back in a minute before he gets away. Shut up, Morgana. There we go. Oh yeah. Because I think the Ocarina of Time like source code got like decompiled a while back.
こんなところか
Oh, 4,500. Isn't that more? You gave me less points the first time I caught it? Whatever. Or maybe it was 5,000 the first time. I can't remember. Whatever. All right. Gotta keep up on that. And I'll grab some more large. Yeah, and then there's AM2R, right? Another Metroid 2 remake. It actually looks pretty good. While the original person stopped working at it after getting a cease and desist by Nintendo, a group of people have started working on it and picking up where he left off. So I kind of want to try that at some point, because I did enjoy playing Zero Mission and stuff as a kid. And I've tried the original Metroid 2, but I get stuck like 10 minutes in, and that I don't know what to do next, and I kind of just give up. But maybe it'd be worth like actually playing through at some point, or playing through the Metroid 2 remake or whatever. I don't know. There's a couple of them, aren't there? Because there's the 3DS one as well. Made by the same people who did Metroid Dread recently. Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to check our progress after half an hour. Okay. Oh wow. Yeah. We're doing pretty good. We've already almost got half of we're almost halfway through, only half an hour in. Okay, so yeah, this will probably take an hour and a half total or whatever. Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, it's not that Nintendo won't back it, it's the fact that Nintendo will send a cease and desist and then won't hire the people or won't like talk to them about implementing their idea. Like with all the people that have made like fan Pokemon MMOs, and then Pokemon has never looked at this slice, this vertical, and been like, maybe we should do this, or like thought about like this, you know? Like, it's such an obvious idea with how many people have like made versions of it, but like they just haven't done it, and it's kind of crazy. Fudging bite. It's right in front of you. Bite it. Come on. You are literally in it. Bite it. Oh, bite me. Is it not the Guardian? Pretty sure that's the Guardian. Here, let me throw it in front of its face one more time. That, or I've got to throw a different kind of bait in front of it. That's not far enough. There it goes.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Look at how small that is. I think this is a different type of Guardian. It definitely looks different on the silhouette. It's actually tougher. One sec, I see that you said something. Let me catch this guy and I'll take a look. Needs full concentration. Ichiga Kingpin. Yeah, that's a different one, I think. Oh yeah, it's always cool when big publishers take a look at somebody who's creating a product, basically using their IP, and like see the demand for it online and are like, okay, we will pay you to make this, or you know what, you're doing a good job. We have no plans on releasing this game and we can't let you release it because you're using our IP, but we'd be interested in hiring you. Are you available? Like, maybe we can have a discussion around that, because that's happened plenty of times. Well, I don't know about plenty of times, but a good chunk of times, and it seems to get more and more common the more modern the businesses, or like smaller, I guess, too. But like how open they are to like stuff. Like, there's a reason why Nintendo defends their copyrights as hard as they do. I've seen a lawyer talk about it before on YouTube. There was this pretty good video I watched a couple of weeks ago now. But basically, and I already kind of knew this from the grapevine, but he went into more detail about it. Back in the day, like really early on in Nintendo's formation, they obviously made a game called Donkey Kong, but they ended up getting sued over it due to you know, King Kong, Donkey Kong, what was it, like Universal Studios or whatever had recently made King Kong, and they wanted Nintendo to back off. And this was back when Nintendo was just first starting out, so they did not have like a ton of money or whatever. They did actually win the lawsuit, but ever since then they've been very cautious about copyright stuff. And if and they also had a scare with Nintendo, right? Because for a long time there, moms everywhere were calling any game console the Nintendo, right? Or like whatever, you know, game Nintendo console, the Nintendo. So much so that there were like leaflets or whatever, or posters or some sort of advertising campaign that the Nintendo Corporation did in North America and stuff, saying like there is no such thing as a Nintendo. There are Nintendo products, but there's no such thing as a Nintendo. Please stop using the word saying a Nintendo, because we have to because we have to yeah, because they have to defend their copyright, because like it's kind of that thing where, you know, aspirin used to be a like copyrighted thing, but then everybody used the name of that for that type of medicine, and because the company who had the trademark on aspirin didn't defend it or whatever, or like just let it used in common parlance or whatever, like it became a common word. That's like why if you ever see anything from Google, they won't say Google it, they will say use Google to search for something, right? Because they don't want it Googling, like Google, to become a verb, because then they can't trademark it and they lose their trademark. So, I mean, I understand why. Part of it is also them just being old-fashioned. Like, you can definitely say, hey, we can't have you using our IPs, and hey, we'd like to hire you though, and like maybe do something with that or whatever, you know? But yeah, I understand why they are so harsh on it for the most part, from like a business standpoint. It doesn't mean I have to like it, but I understand it from a business standpoint. I actually saw there are collector's editions of Among Us for like PC and Switch, and I was eyeing one earlier today because it's like $40 on Amazon, and it comes like with this little plushie and this box or whatever, you know, and it's still like new in box and stuff, and I'm like eyeing this, and I'm like, I could buy this. $40 isn't that bad. I might actually later, but yeah, it's kind of funny. I don't know. The box is kind of funny. I just thought it would be kind of neat to own. Especially since it's like still new. You know, it's still being sold fresh or whatever. Oh, did I agree to hang out with her? Didn't mean to do that. But yeah.
Yoshi.
Oh, is this already the story event coming up? Oh, okay. This is the story event. I'll have to reload the save then. Maybe I can find a different save where we have more time, but I think this is actually a good place to do it. Because it's so snowy, the guardians actually show up a good amount. Did you hear about the PS5 case made by D Brand with their homepage challenging Sony to... No, I didn't. Pull up. Let me take a look. D Brand PS5. Imagine this. You're a 15 trillion yen enterprise who just spent a small fortune designing their next generation console. A privately held corporation run by robots makes it black. The world rejoices. You're livid. You vent your frustrations to a team of lawyers. They get to work. Now, under the threat of litigation, those robots have to redesign their dark plates, while also funding a legal defense. Needless to say, some corners were cut. You're welcome. Adding vents. Time for a physics quiz. Do you think oxygen can pass through a 3 millimeter? Oh, you know what? Hold up. All right. Let me go back from the start so you can actually see what I'm talking about. Here we go. Okay. This cool animation thing as you scroll. And there's the loss. Our loss is your gain thing. Adding vents. Give those fans some air. Time for a physics quiz. Do you think oxygen can pass through a 3 millimeter panel of uninterrupted plastic? If you answered no, congratulations. You're qualified to be our next and only fan scientist. It's a dangerous line of work, but you also get to tell us things like you should add some vents to dark plates moments before the horrific industrial accidents. Here, Troid. Improving thermals. Looks cooler, looks cool, runs cooler. In the time you took to read the last paragraph, we found a fan scientist. Somewhere between doing a lot of math and walking headfirst into an oversized fan blade, he told us your console will run cooler because of the vents we added. We extend heartfelt thanks to the fan scientist and condolences to his family. If they'd like to sue us for his wrongful death, they'll have to get in line. Thanks, Sony. Do you have any idea how many lawyers we had to go through to find some that were willing to take on the Dark Plates case? We'll give you a hint. The answer lies at the bottom of the Lake of Ontario. Turns out our new lawyers can handle either the murder charges or the Dark Plates file, but not both. We may be in a maximum security prison by the end of the year, but at least your PS5 will have an indisputably original design. We proudly boasted that our Dark Plate 1.0 packaging was the pinnacle of box science. What do you do when you've already reached the summit? The answer is obvious. We go even higher. Today, we're proud to announce that we sent our box scientists to Mars. It's going to take a while to replace those who perished on the one-way journey, but the results speak for themselves. Dark strips meet light strips. Or dark plates meet light strips. You made it this far down the page without buying anything. You're probably a lawyer. Good news for us, bad news for you. There probably won't be any newly approved patents on custom LED light strips, mill skins, or the all-new Dark Plates 2.0 colorways. Serve us another cease and desist if we're wrong. Cooler design, not illegal. Also not illegal. That's funny. Oh, you can even like customize into every middle skin. Oh wow, okay. You can really go all the way out with it. Oh, that's kind of neat. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I like that design actually. How much is this? For like 80 bucks. I mean, I don't even have a PS5. It's funny too. Like they're complaining about this, but you know there are like what, 200 people in the world that have a PS5. So it's kind of a niche market. I don't know. It's not that low, but it's pretty gosh darn low. Triple black. Oh, okay. That's some pretty cool stuff. And then you can customize the LED strips. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Maybe if I had a PS5, I'd consider getting one. But obviously I don't have a PS5, so but it's funny. It is funny, just maybe not the best legal decision to openly mock and antagonize Sony in their advertising, but it is a very cool presentation and very funny. Like the whole scrolling thing and them openly mocking Sony on all this. Okay, I'm getting too distracted. I'm getting distracted by the flashy colors. Stay focused. Gotta keep catching those fish. All right. Yeah, that's funny. All right, I gotta get a massage. Yeah, honestly, like once you own a PS5, Sony should have no say in what you can and can't do with it. As far as Sony is concerned, if you buy 3 PS5s, you take them like back to your house and you use them as a toilet, Sony should not care. Like if you just like set them up in your bathroom and you're like, this is what I'm sitting on while I take a shit, Sony should not care. So I don't see why they should care about this either. I don't know. I'm a firm believer in it. Once you've bought something, it's pretty much yours to do with as you please. Oh, I forgot. Now we have to go all the way back to the bottom of not having any bait. All right, well, we'll just catch a couple small fish and yeah, I mean, if you want to, it's your product, right? Like you bought it. Like if you bought anything else, like nobody else has a has any right to tell you how to oh shoot, no, I didn't want to end. Oh well, there I guess. But yeah, nobody else has the right to tell you what you can and can't do with something you've bought. as far as I'm concerned. Like, unless you're doing something unlawful with it. Like, if you're doing something unlawful with it, like, I don't know, trying to kill somebody, then people can say, no, you're not allowed to do that. But as far as I'm concerned, yeah. Don't take it to the extreme. I'm not talking about guns. Yes, obviously, you shouldn't be able to kill people with guns. Well, you should be allowed to defend yourself with a weapon, I suppose, but you shouldn't be allowed. You know what I meant. All right. Whoever is watching knows what I meant. That or they have no brain. Which is actually a surprising amount of people in the world, but you know. Like people who got upset over Mr. Beast curing blindness for a bunch of people. Like, talk about a bunch of people who have nothing better to do with their time than make up problems. Oh, but he's profiting off of their disability. Yeah, by curing it. He's doing a good thing, moron. So what if he promotes it? If it helps him cover the cost to cure the blindness of 100 more people, or, you know, goes to his charity where he literally has an entire channel where all of the proceeds made from that channel go to funding, like, charities. Yeah. Or they're called that. I don't know. Actually, when I was working at fast food place, Culver's, you'd think I would have seen more Karens, but it wasn't that bad. It was mostly older people and families. But the mom usually came in with kids, so she didn't have time to really complain most of the time. I don't know. It was fine. I got some weird people, like people insisting that we burn their burger to make it good, but you know. Hello, Vesco, Vesco, I'm not. I mean, you don't have to not have a brain to be named Karen, and you don't have to be a Karen to not have a brain, I suppose. You do you. How's it going, Vasco? Just fishing. Fishing. Because Completionist says so. Because to get a item that will allow me to summon infinite demons, I have to fish a bunch of fish. Because RPGs. I don't know. It'll be nice to get the rewards, though. It'll make repeat playthroughs and stuff a lot easier. That's good. Yeah, this is mostly a very chillin' stream. Like, I'm probably gonna go to bed right after this stream, so. I do feel kind of bad because I did literally stream for like, oh yeah. Good luck with your exams, I guess, then. Yeah, I get that. I was always very much a person who left studying till last minute. You know, I did okay in school. Like in high school, I was an A/B student, and then when I got to college, I was a B or C student for the most part. I don't know. I did okay at school, but I didn't ever enjoy it. I hated homework. I felt like I had done enough for the day, actually going to school and everything. I didn't understand why I had to go home and do more school, or I didn't enjoy it at the very least. I would have rather done other stuff. I don't know. I just hate having to take work home with me. Like, I'm home. I've, you know, been, you know, working or at school for like 8 hours or whatever it is. It's like, I don't want to keep doing that. Oh, I forgot to buy more bait. Let me go back and No, I don't want to recall how to fish. I know how to fish.
どうする？
えーっと
Okay. All right. All right. I blanked for a second on what I was doing. Oops. Ah, whatever.
遊びに来な
Oh, shoot. Gosh darn it. That was me smacking my forehead, by the way. Whatever. I'm too tired. I can't even fish right.
いらっしゃい
さてと。
All right. Is the guardian here tonight? No. Okay.
うん。
Oh. Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, I kind of feel bad for some people. Better yet, aspirin. Get some Tylenol or aspirin. No. It's, I'd need a stimulant, so I'd stop. I can eat some caffeine, but then I wouldn't be able to get to sleep, obviously, after this. I feel kind of bad for the people I streamed for so long with on Twitch, because I streamed at like EU hours, so I would stream like later in the day for me, like in the afternoon, but now I stream in the morning for me. So a lot of them haven't been able to carry over to the current streams, which I feel kind of bad about, but it just works out better for me for the most part, because then I get the whole day to do stuff after stream. So like I get up early anyway, or I try to anyway, because I have to get up early for work. So I know, I had so many nice summer days where I had to go downstairs instead of enjoying the afternoon. I was like, this sucks. So
いいぞ。どうする？
I mean, no, I don't dislike streaming at those hours. It just, I would have liked to be able to enjoy the summertime, you know? Oh, I don't drink coffee. I'll drink tea or something, or like something with caffeine added into it. Like I've tried G Fuel recently, and that's been all right. Is G Fuel? Yeah. Or no, sorry, it's Gamer Subs, isn't it? Yeah. Not G Fuel. But I try to limit. Well, I don't mind the taste of coffee. Like I'll eat chocolate covered coffee beans and stuff, but
いいぞ。どうする？
for me, I just don't want to get addicted to caffeine all the time, you know? So I don't want to like get addicted to coffee or anything. So I don't drink it. But like I don't mind the taste of it. I just no. Like, do I really want to have a cup of coffee every morning just to be able to function? No.
さてと。
Yeah, I do drink a lot of water. I kind of got over ice cream though after working at a place that serves it. Like I haven't eaten ice cream since I worked there in like 3 or 4 years, which isn't a bad thing honestly for me. You know, I probably don't need ice cream in my life. I could probably cut out a lot of other things too. I actually got to work on that a bit more because I enjoy cheeses and stuff, but honestly, the more I think about it, like the more they're not good for me. So actually last time I went for like a checkup, like my regular checkup or whatever, they didn't let me know that they were going to do blood work today, and they're like, oh, it's fine if you've eaten already, that's fine, we didn't let you know, we're just going to do some blood work, you know, do some basic tests, and we just need to know if you have eaten so we can factor that into the results. I was like, okay, yeah, then I've eaten today obviously. And they're like, okay. And then they're like, all right, we'll let you know the results later. And about a week later, I get a call, and they're like, yeah, you look pretty healthy. You're pretty fine, you know, pretty average. We did notice that like you had really high like sodium levels and stuff, you know, and it can cause jaundice and stuff. So you may want to come back in for blood work in like a couple of weeks. It doesn't have to be a scheduled visit. You know, just come back in a couple of weeks when you haven't eaten anything, just so we can double check. I was like, oh yeah, okay, okay. And then I thought about it like
いいぞ。
for like 5 seconds and was like, oh, that's the day I had a bag full of Cheez-Its and Gardettos, which is like a snack mix.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why my sodium levels were so high, is because I ate like a whole bag of just like Cheez-Its and a snack mix instead of like lunch or whatever. Like, I gotta cut down on the salty snacks. At least I think that's what it was. I don't know. I didn't actually end up going back for blood work. I got busy and forgot because they didn't schedule it. Suddenly I feel hungry. I think technically Cheez-Its are not allowed to be sold in certain countries too, right? Because of some of the additives that are in them. So maybe I shouldn't be eating them because of that too. Like, I think it's literally a thing where in some EU countries they're not like allowed to be sold or something. Because they're not good for you. Oh yeah, I did blood donations twice. The first time I got guys who knew what they were doing, and then the second time I got this was in high school. I got a bunch of ladies who didn't quite know what they were doing, and like afterwards I had this huge bruise all the way up and down my arm afterwards. But they let me take like a bunch of snacks because they felt bad, so it wasn't all bad. I don't know. I don't mind giving blood. I still get emails because I think my blood might be O. I think I might be an O positive or whatever, right? So I think I still get emails like for them being like, please donate blood, please. Pretty please. Pretty please with a cherry on top. And I'm like, ah. Yeah. I don't like needles either. When I was like a small child, like small child, you know, like 5 or 8 or whatever, I had to get you know, some shots so I could go to school and stuff, and I struggled and I actually kicked the, like, I was flailing my legs and stuff, and I kicked the glasses off some poor nurse's face. I feel bad about that now, but as a child, I don't know, I just didn't like needles and stuff. I didn't like getting poked and all that by metal. Yeah, it's not a bad way of earning some extra money if you're fine with needles and stuff. Either blood or plasma, they'll usually pay pretty well. There's plenty of college students who will do that for some extra spending money or whatever. Yeah. I'm a lot better with it now because, you know, I've matured and I just look away. If I look away, I find that it's a lot better. Like, if I don't look, then it's not actually that painful, right? Because they numb the arm. So if I don't look and I don't think about it, I just like, it is a lot easier for me. So. Come on. There we go. It's okay, it's okay. I don't like needles either. But I mean, like, I'm not kicking and screaming is my point. I'm no longer kicking and screaming and kicking the nurse's glasses off is what I mean.
いいぞ。どうする？
No hablo español. Sorry. I took like middle school Spanish and that's about it. So I remember how to say no, I don't speak Spanish. Hello. And that's about that. I can say como. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Estoy bien. I could ask you how you're doing, but that's about it. Oh. Hold up. My alarm to take my allergy pills went off. I'll have to do that after stream, I guess. Yeah. It doesn't actually hurt that bad, especially since they deaden the part of your body that they stick the needle into. We baguette. Okay. But yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's just the idea of like somebody jabbing something into you is like really not fun for me. It's weird because like I don't mind pain. Like I'll bang into something or whatever, and I'll just live with it, and I'm like, oh, my arm hurts. And I guess I'll live with it. Like, unless I have a really bad headache, I won't take like an aspirin or something. But like the idea of somebody jabbing something into my arm or like going at my body with a knife or something is like not fun. Speaks yeah, that's true. That's true with a lot of things though, like public speaking or whatever. Like you talk like all the time. It's just the idea of what could happen, you know, and like getting up there and stuff. Like I remember on the spur of the moment, I kind of decided to run for student body president in high school because it was my last chance to do so. So like literally a week out, I submitted that I would run. Nobody knew until I got up to do the speech. I could not tell you what I said. I blacked out. I have no idea what I said. I did the speech. I know I did the speech, and I have vague ideas of what I said, but I have no idea what I said. It is a blackout in my mind. The Gimple plant? What is the Gimple plant? It sounds kind of funny, not gonna lie. Or, oh, the Gimpy plant. Gimpy. All right, now you got me curious. I'm looking it up. The Gimpy plant. What happens if you get stung by Gimpy? Known as a Gimpy in Australia and Salat in Papua New Guinea, contact with this leaf can result in human death, more often in extreme pain that can last for months. Stinging hairs delivers a potent neurotoxin when touched. Leaf has medicinal purposes in some PNG tribes. Okay, well, that's... I do have a job. I do paperwork at a shit plant. That is a plant where we process all the human waste and so it can run back into our local river. The water, after we've taken out all the human waste and everything. And all the other stuff that people flush down the toilet or throw down the drain. Some of that stuff you wonder how they even get it like in the system. It's like so big. Thankfully, I just do paperwork there right now, so I don't have to like touch any of the machines or anything like that. Like I've walked around out back and seen tours and stuff, but I mean, I work with paperwork all day. The funnest part of my job is getting to shred all of the paper that we've been holding on to for the last 20 years for whatever reason. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. You know, with any new job, you always learn new stuff. The smell's not that bad, but I live near farms and stuff, so I'm kind of used to that kind of smell. Don't feel bad about not working in high school. I'm kind of mixed. I worked for like the last 2 years of high school, and that was okay, I guess. But it did get like, it was very exhausting some days. Like I would get home at like 10 o'clock from work, and because my math class was like online, the homework was due at 12 at midnight. So I would get home from work, eat whatever I bought at work before I left, and then work on homework, like my math homework, for like 2 hours. And a lot of the times it wouldn't even get done. And then I would go to bed, and then I would get up in the morning, and then I would go to school, change at school, go to work, come back at 10. People have described Gimpy Gimpy encounter as being stung by a swarm or of hornets and burned by fire and acid, and that's just from gently brushing leaves. Jeez, I know there are some like trees where it's like, called like the 973 rule tree or whatever. Like, oh, what is it? Let me see if I can find it a sec. 7. No, or it's something like that. It's like there's a tree where they have a saying like it's 971 or whatever. Like you have like, if you touch the tree or whatever, you have 9 seconds to live or whatever. I don't know. It's something crazy. Like there's some crazy poisonous plants out there. Don't just go shoving things in your mouth, especially if you're in other countries. Oh, we can't keep fishing today. Okay. I gotta come back later. All right. Yeah. I think that the bait that can catch anything besides the bait that can catch any fish besides the guardian is actually kind of bad. You'd rather have the bait that only catches big fish so you can just keep catching like bigger fish because they give more points. Yeah, thank goodness I don't live in Australia. I know there are a lot of cool people who live in Australia, but I don't know. I think, what was that? Was that a comedian or something? He was talking about how he went over to Australia and it's like, yeah, it's like America. And then a parrot flies by your head and you realize, oh, this isn't America. Because there's like, what, 3 or 4 big cities where people actually live and the rest is just uninhabited or whatever. Oh, yeah. It was a joke about how the PS3 controller had been eaten or like chewed on by a dog. Like if you look at the thumbsticks, it's not like, oh, it's just normal wear and tear. No, something chewed on that. Like a dog chewed on that. Also, thank goodness, no, I'm not from Ohio. It could be worse. I could be from Illinois, but no, I'm not from Ohio or Illinois. I still have to go back and actually fix that. I think I figured out what the problem was. I think I missed, so for context, I tried to fix those controllers, but I couldn't get them apart, even while watching a guide. I think it's because he had a different version of the controller, and there was like one screw that I had keeping everything together that he didn't have, so I was trying to pull things out without breaking things, and there was still a screw holding things in. So yeah, that social link is kind of funny because they're really trying to do a dog social link with like, and the worst part is it's a visual novel, so everything has to be communicated through text, but it's like having a deaf character. Like, have you ever seen like a visual novel or a story or something like that where it's just text and you have a mute character? It's really hard to do well because you just have to like write out gestures or something, or like do sign language or have them write things down, because like it does not there's not a lot of good ways to do it. Haha. Yeah, and it's just good boy being good boy. Like it's just dog being dog. There's not a lot of like I don't know, emotional tension or whatever there. I think I actually said last stream that I would rather have what's her name, Nazuki, I think, Fuka's friend, like her bully turned friend, the Garu. I would have rather had her as a social link than Koromaru. Yeah, it's weird. Like it's just kind of a double standard too, because you know that because he's about the same age as well, not about the same age, but you know, it would be like if as the male character you could date that one elementary school girl who's at the playground by the shrine. If you could date her. Yeah. How many points am I from Thieves and Goal? I will check after we are done with this fishing trip. We should be getting pretty close. We've been working on it for at least an hour, which is kind of surprising. I guess I've been enjoying it more than I realized. I do enjoy fishing games, actually. I remember the first time I played Terraria. I played Terraria with a bunch of people who had already played Terraria before, like quite a bit, and beaten most of the game before. So I was just kind of out of my element, just trying to learn things for the first time, and they were kind of rushing ahead, which, you know, it's whatever. But I ended up just doing a lot of fishing. Like, just a lot of fishing, because that was like something I knew how to do, and it was kind of relaxing. Plus, that was when the crates were based on when you opened them, not when you caught them. So when they changed the world over to like the next tier of armor and stuff, I was able to open up the crates and get a bunch of new materials really quickly. So that was cool. Yeah, I do. It's it should be in the description. Is it not? Or if it isn't on this video, it should be on like all the other streams and videos, I think.
こんなところか。
I gotta make a Persona channel in there. Oh, hey, look at that. You were asking how close we were. That was it. Cool. I guess I'm done with that. You're good. You're not dumb. Nobody else has found it either. I think like one person found it in like the last month. I don't know. Maybe I need to call it out more. I don't know. It's weird because like on Twitch, you wouldn't even need to call it out and people would still find it. But like, I guess that's not so much the case on YouTube. Leaves batting cage and what else? I'm pretty sure that's just the batting cage left. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's just the batting cage. Let's go check it out. But I'm pretty sure that's just the batting cage. We could do a little bit of that tonight. I could get started on it. I could try it out a bit. I don't think we'd get very far, but I kind of want to keep streaming for a bit longer. Yeah, so school life, home run wizard, or home run king, sorry. I gotta get 30 home runs, which I've never done once, so that's fun. And then confidants, be all done. Battle's all done. Phantom's all done. Yeah, so I just gotta get the batting cage thing done. That's weird. You wouldn't think that the fishing thing would be a whole 3%. Oh, you know what it might be? It might be like unlocking items or something. I haven't spent any of the coins in a minute. Do we have anything new we can buy? Yeah, new items. Oh, new items to place. Do we have anything we can buy that's new? What I'll probably do is I have a save from my first playthrough where I've already read the book and everything, so I'll probably just reload that save a minute. And it's got a good like 2 weeks before the next story event, so I don't have to reload the save too often. We could just go through once a minute and see how that goes. Like I said, I don't know how close. We probably wouldn't be able to do it tonight, but I'd like to keep streaming for a bit longer, so we could try that. But yeah, I know there are some like artwork scenes and stuff that I don't have just because I haven't done the bad endings yet. Like I didn't bother to pick up the bad endings when I was doing my first playthrough, so technically long stream, probably not more than like another half an hour or so, because I do actually have to go to bed later, but you know. when you go to bed. Yeah, but I might as well go during the day and at night, so. Anyway. Yeah. Well, I actually might have to get up early too, because it's supposed to be pretty bad weather over here. So I might have to, like, you know, leave for work a bit earlier than usual, probably. Like today, it's weird because today it was like the warmest it's been in like 2 weeks, but it was also like the windiest and like nastiest it's been. So if it gets like cold again and it's like windy, nasty, I can see how it'd get pretty bad tomorrow. I know. Snow completely melted in my area. Yeah, it melted over the like last week or so, but do I still have those notes? I made notes of like what the best location for this kind of stuff was, like what I had the longest one with. I might have it written down or something. Oh, here it is, Persona 5 Royal Notes. Here we go. I wrote down like about a bunch about like all the saves I had to see how many days I have with all of them. Yeah, here it is. The one on 10:30. This one here. It has 21 days, so 3 weeks until Sai's Palace. Let me just load this one up and double check that I've read the book. I think I have. Billiards, road darts, it'd be, yeah, batting science. It doesn't let me see if I've got it, but if I've got, yeah, I think I've read all the books at this point in the game, so it's hard to remember because this was probably like a few months ago when I was playing this, but yeah. Oh, actually, we can double check here a minute and see if we've finished the book. Because if we go to read a book, it'll say. Oops. Here we go. Where is it? Here's, oh, I must have passed it. Yeah, batting science. Okay, we read it. 1 and 2? No. No. Unfortunately not. It might be a good thing to play once I start running out of modern Persona games to play, and I do want to play it at some point. Oh, actually. Oh, I mentioned Pokemon Infinite Fusion, didn't I? But yeah. I was gonna say, like, that game kind of caught my attention recently. That Pokemon fan game. Oh, don't worry. I've already played. I mean, right now my plan is to play through Persona 5 Strikers after I finish Persona 3 Portable, which will probably not be this weekend, but next weekend I'll be able to finish that game. And then I was thinking about playing through Persona 5 Strikers, which I haven't played through before, and then doing a New Game Plus run of Persona 4 Golden, since I haven't played that game in a while and it just came out on new consoles. And then, you know, after that, I've kind of got it open a little bit, because that'll be a couple of months out. That'll take me a couple of months to beat both of those games on stream. So we'll see. I kind of want to play some SMT games like Devil Survivor and stuff, or like Strange Journey, because those were both games I tried out on the DS back in the day, but never like finished. Oh, actually, I just need to go over here, isn't it? Yeah, batting cages. Strikers is a lot shorter than Royal. I assume it would be. I hope it is. Hopefully it's shorter than Hyrule Warriors, the first one. Because gosh, I tried playing that on stream, but it had like all the DLC. Because oh yeah, there's SMT3 Nocturne on Steam. I think I own that too, so I could play that on stream. There's plenty of good like RPGs or like other like SMT games or whatever that I could definitely play in stream. There's no shortage of those, and especially since they take so long. I mean, SMT5 main story takes about 45 to 50 hours. Yeah, but Persona 5 takes about 60 hours on paper, but I spent 100 plus hours on that, so who needs grass? Cows? Cows need grass. I like hamburgers. Doesn't matter. Union, does it matter what level of batting I do? I don't know. Let me just do intermediate for now. I just don't know where I should be hitting the ball. Like what angle I should be hitting the ball at.
Oh?
With the third eye thing, it makes... Shoot. You know what's an RPG that just came into mind and I'm not sure why? Is Off. Oh, you know why? It's because the batter. Right, that... Ooh, that was really close. The main character of that game was just called the Batter. I didn't think we'd get this done tonight, but I guess if I can get down the timing of the home runs, we could do this tonight. Like, just do all of this. Determines how fast the ball comes flying at you. Okay, so it doesn't help me or hurt me in terms of getting home runs then. Oh, you have to read a book to get it. So you may not have even had the option. So you may not have missed it. It may just not have been an option yet. Because you have to play, you have to do the batting cages once and then go over to a bookstore, a certain bookstore, and pick up the book. Yeah. I wonder if I should make it a goal to read all the books. Probably. That would be a good goal for Persona 4 Golden, because I don't think I've done that yet. Oh. Well, thanks, Restream.io. Who cares? Bug off. Sorry, I was too busy being annoyed at Restream self-promoting itself. I missed one of the balls. Yeah. I mean, it's not bad. I just don't know what the timing is or like what the strategy is for it, you know? Oh! Hey, there we go. We got one. That's more than I've ever gotten before, so that's cool. Oh. Oh, did it glint there? I think there's like a small window of opportunity where the And why the fudge would I want to tweet that, Restream.io? Sorry. I'm just annoyed by the bot trying to self-promote. Although I'm glad that Restream.io didn't put that huge watermark like it showed in the preview. Because in the preview it showed this like huge watermark on the stream, so I'm glad that that actually didn't happen or isn't happening. Yeah, I've been kind of testing it both on this stream and a previous stream. Just to see if it worked okay, and it seems like it is. Like, it seems fine on your end, right? 'Cause if I can stream on both YouTube and Twitch, I might as well. It's fine. It annoys me when a bot is like trying to self-promote like that.
Yes.
So yeah, if it works out, I'll definitely have to keep using it a bit more. Although I'll probably rework the chat because I wish it would like either disappear or if it was a bit smaller on screen for the most part. Like it doesn't matter here as much, but
Yes.
in the future, you know. I don't know.
Oh?
That didn't go well. So I got it like once. I just don't know. I assume I have to hit it like a little bit below.
Mm.
So it goes like up. Oh, shoot.
Ha.
Now I have a younger brother. He doesn't have to try to annoy me.
Nana. Mm.
I have a brother and a sister, both of them younger. So should I be trying to hit it like full on? Maybe I should be trying to do that. All right, let me try that. Oh, okay. I feel like I've got to let it get as close as I can and then hit it.
Yosh.
I just don't know what the timing is. I've gotten like one home run in like all of these hits. Okay, so I definitely have to hit it a bit lower so it like, what if I hit it just so it clips it? Oh shoot.
Nana. Ha.
Yeah, I think that's too little.
Yosh.
Ooh, that was close. Junpei believes in you. You the man. Junpei is such a good character. The more I play Persona 3 over and over again, the more I appreciate Junpei. Like, he's just a good character. Like, and he has a good arc. I like it a lot. I think he's the best, like, guy best friend character that Persona's done. Like, they got it first try with the Junpei. And I don't think the one in 4 or 5 kind of is quite as good, but maybe that's not being fair to them. Like, I mean, shoot, what's the guy one in this one? I don't know, Yukari. I'm not a fan of Yukari. And some of the writing for a lot of the villains, human villains in the game is not very good. It's just not. Like, it's a cool character. Like, I love to joke about Revolver Jesus and stuff, but like their goals and like the guy who crucifies everyone, like, it's just like pretty, I don't know, weird and not well thought out twists. Yeah, their designs are cool. Like, their designs are obviously very good, but their motivations as like characters is a little bit questionable. Maybe if I hit it low, higher? I don't know. No, because that makes it go down. So I gotta hit it somewhere towards the bottom so that it'll go up. I just don't know, like,
Nana. Nana.
Yeah, that's true. I think I think
よし
Persona has kind of a problem with twist villains because they really want to do a twist villain because it makes a lot of sense and it sounds really cool to have a twist villain or to have one of the people you hang out with every day turn out to be a bad person because it's like, oh, you know, people wear masks and, you know, could you believe the person you've been hanging out with this entire time was a murderer? And it's like, yeah, okay, but like you've done this like how many times now? Because they've done that with 3, 4, and 5 where there's a twist villain who just so happens to have been around this whole time. It's hard to do that, and then you get into the weird either amnesia or split personality kind of deal most of the time.
お
Because you can definitely do a story where the main character is the villain, but you either have to kind of make it a linear story or let people choose that story. Eternal Sonata? Sounds familiar. I think I tried it, but shoot, I can't look at here. Whatever. The ball's gonna go past me a couple of times. I gotta look it up and see if I can remember.
やれやれ
Yeah. Eternal Sonata. Oh, that's why I recognize it. I was looking at different games and stuff. It's like one of the
やれやれ
right. I was looking at getting that or playing that. It's on my to play list. I don't know if you mentioned it to me or if I just have seen it around.
やれやれ
Yeah, I think I saw that it was like getting a re-release or something. And I was thinking about getting it because I've heard the name around and stuff, and it's kind of a niche title from that area, from that era of RPGs. There was a surprising amount of good RPGs that came out for like Xbox 360 and stuff. Like Tales of Vesperia was on there.
7 7
Oh,
よし
what I want to pre-order right now is probably that Tears of the Kingdom collector's edition, but I'm probably gonna have to wait to get it a bit until the scalpers stop buying it as much. Too low.
よし
Enchanted Arms, Blue Dragon, Lost Odyssey. Yeah, Enchanted Arms and Lost Odyssey sound familiar.
よし
Samba de Amigo. I saw that. You know, I've only seen him in the Sega Kart Racers, so, but he looks like fun. I don't know. It makes sense for a Switch game. It looks like a pretty natural fit in for the Switch. Did you know that the like third kart racer, Sega Kart Racer game or whatever had flying and swimming vehicles, and they actually had the idea independently and around the same time as Nintendo for when they started doing their gliders and their like underwater sections, and they came out like a month before Sega's game with the same exact like gimmick, and they were so mad about it. They were so like because they had been working on that for like it had been in development for even longer than that for whichever I think that was Mario Kart 8 or whatever was in development, so they had kind of had the idea before them, but they ended up getting out first. So, and then afterwards everyone was like, oh, they're just copying Nintendo, but it's like, no, we had this idea first.
7
I've never actually played a lot of the Dreamcast library for obvious reasons.
お
Just, you know, I haven't had access to a Dreamcast. Although I suppose I could emulate it. And there are re-releases for most of those games now. Because for whatever reason, Microsoft is actually pretty good at keeping legacy content like available.
7
Like out of all the big game, like big publishers, Microsoft, Sega, and Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, like
は
Microsoft with their Xbox actually keeps like a lot of their older games relevant and like available on current platforms. Sony does too, but not quite to the same extent. Like they usually have backwards compatibility, but they haven't been doing stuff like, you know, Xbox has Xbox Game Pass where you can pay like, what is it, $12 or whatever it is a month, and you get access to like so many games. Chuckle egg. That wouldn't have to happen to do anything with what's his face?
よし
The egg kid? Jeremy, was it Jeremy Hatcher or whatever? Or maybe that was a book. That might have been a book.
よし
I do not know what that is, but good luck to you. Good luck on learning Japanese. It is very hard from what I've seen. I'm trying to remember. What was it? Hold up. Let me,
お
hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Billy Egg. Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg. Yes. Okay, I found it.
やれやれ
Ignore the fact that I'm missing all these balls. This kid was also in the nope, I don't want the video. I just wanted the image. This kid was also in
やれやれ
the racing game. So that's what I was thinking of when you said like Chuckle Egg.
やれやれ
I think it was like a 3D platformer.
やれやれ
All right, fine.
やれやれ
Sorry, he keeps.
やれやれ
Yeah, it's kind of a fun looking design.
やれやれ
Okay, fine. I'll start hitting the balls again. Stop yaring at me. Yeah.
やれやれ
Less looking, more swinging. Fine, I will stop looking at Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg.
よし
Although there was an audiobook I used to listen to called
は
Jeremy Thatcher or something in the Dragon Egg as well. So that's why I got the two mixed up. I think that game came out for the Dreamcast. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it came out for the Dreamcast. Seen gameplay of it, but I've never actually played it.
やれやれ
The second Sega Kart Racer is actually something I played a good amount of, and that's actually how I learned about some of their other games like Billy Hatcher, Samba de Amigo, Channel 5 or whatever it was. What else was there? Jet Set Radio. Because I had like all those characters in it, so. Or on Host Club. That I've heard of. Oh! Hey! Home run number 2. 28 more to go. I don't even know what I did right there. I was looking at chat when I hit that. Yeah, or on Host Club I've heard of because of the manga and stuff. Because I read a lot of manga, but
お
although I feel like you don't need Japanese to play the Crazy Taxi game. I'm just gonna say that.
よし
Speaking of manga that have DS games for some reason, did you know that there's
お
a DS game for the Trader Wolf one. No, the Trader Fox Girl one. What was it? I'm trying to remember. I'm terrible with names. What's my... Yeah. Don't look. Feel. Trust your instincts.
よーし
Luke. Use the Schwartz, Luke. Yeah.
お
I don't know. I mean, it's a good way to learn a language is to practice it by using it. Whether that's trying to read a piece of media or in conversation. I have a friend who has been trying to learn English. He's Russian, and so he's been asking me questions when he comes across something in a visual novel that he doesn't understand. Sequel to the World of Final Fantasy. The sequel to World of Final Fantasy I've not heard about. Final Fantasy IX Remake I did hear about. Isn't Final Fantasy the 9 the one with Titus, the ha one or whatever? With like the weird animations. Yeah.
お
It's kind of funny because I read a lot of books as a kid, and I have a very high reading comprehension because I just enjoy stories and stuff. So I just read a lot of books. So he'll ask like, hey, what's this word mean? And I'll be like, oh, that's this word. It's used in this context. Here's an example about anime figurines.
7
Oh, okay, that was 10. Okay. Oh, right. 9 is the... I think I know about 9. Isn't 9 the depressing one? Yeah, 9 is the depressing one. Because I remember, because I've seen videos about that one a bit. And Vivi is like part of a cloned army or something. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Well, you know. Just learning, using things and stuff. I had to self-teach myself as a kid. Well, I didn't have to, but like I ended up self-teaching myself how to read a lot as a kid. So, but some of my learning was wrong. Like it took until 11th grade in high school for me to realize, or like for somebody to tell me that several was not a different way to say 7. Kind of like how a dozen is a different way to say 12. And thrice is a different way to say 3. And you know, a couple is a different way to say 2. Yay.
お
But like I thought several was exactly 7 instead of like saying, you know, like 7 or 8 or whatever.
やれやれ
And by the way, about favorite manga, don't ask. I'm terrible at picking favorites.
よーし
Although one manga, if I could recommend it, that's currently updating and is pretty good, is Murashita Aruma-kun. I've been reading that for like the last couple of years as it's been updating, and it's kind of picked up a little bit now. I think it's gotten, or getting an anime. There's a lot of other things I could recommend, but I'd have to
よし
sit here and like look them up a minute on my manga app that I use to read stuff like that. Several is my lucky number.
お
I think you mean 7, because several isn't a single number, as I've mentioned in that example. But also, like, I remember reading the phrase "exchange glances," and as like an 8-year-old, I tried to figure out what the heck that phrase meant, and I ended up coming to the conclusion that they somehow like, instead of like looking at each other, they were like changing the way their face looks or whatever. Okay. Hunter x Hunter finally came off hiatus. Yeah, I kind of saw that. I don't know. I kind of I'm glad that he is feeling better, but like I don't know. I kind of, it's hard to see Hunter going anywhere after all this time, you know? Also, like, I don't know. It's just really weird. I feel like it got bogged down a lot with this like whole boat arc thing, because I don't really care about it. Like, I want to see what happens to Gone and everything. Like, I think that was his name, Gone. Like, I want to see what happens to the main character in Kahlua. I don't like. Yeah, I care about the guy with chains, but I don't care about him so much that I want to see him and like one other interesting side character, the girl who's, you know, with the teeth but is a good singer or whatever. She's kind of interesting, but like her and like the guy with chain are the only two characters I care about, and it's all just like politics and espionage, and it's been like that for like years literally at this point. Like they're just pages and pages of dialogue and really world building stuff, but it's like, I don't know.
よし よし
What's the percentage of my hit rate? It's about like 1 home run per 60 hits. So at this rate, I'm gonna need to do, let's see, 60 times 30,
よし
100. Am I 180 hits, something like that? No, 1,800. Yes. Yes, that is me with a mouse in MS Paint. I made it like a few years ago, back when I thought I was gonna get into drawing, and I was like, okay, I'll draw my profile picture now, and then once I get better at drawing, I'll redraw it again in 2 months, and I'll do it again in 4 months, and then I can see how much I've progressed. And yep, and it never went anywhere. Just to be clear, I make all of the doodle faces that I do in MS Paint.
よし
Well, it'll probably take me more than an hour, so you can feel superior in that sense if you'd like. I don't know, maybe I just need to look up a YouTube tutorial or something. I don't know. Yeah, I probably won't do it tonight. Well,
よし
yeah, we can keep going for a bit longer. We'll just go until it's about time for me to wrap up, and then we'll see how many we get until then. And then maybe I'll watch a YouTube tutorial or two about it before the next time I do this. Probably next Wednesday.
やれやれ
I'll do another stream like this to finish out the batting thing.
うんうん お
Yeah, that's what I said. I still draw them all in mouse. I have a drawing like tablet thing that I got from my sister because she upgraded to a different one. So she gave me the old like $40 one she got back in the day, and I use that sometimes to play DS games, but I prefer not to use it. I just use a mouse and MS Paint for the faces when I make different ones.
うん
Yeah, actually a cheap drawing tablet is not a bad way to play some DS games. And it doesn't take too much setup either, because it's just like a mouse input.
お
Yeah. I know, it's just kind of literally hit or miss on
なな
whether or not it goes in the right direction, it feels like. I thought about getting a tablet for watching videos and stuff on, but I mean, if you look in the Discord, there are some emotes that are my faces. I have to update those or add some new ones, I think, though. I mean, I have this
よ
or
し
this. There's supposed to be different emote faces for when I'm saying different things, but I literally never remember to use them, so. It doesn't get any like better than this. Like, this is the level of
やれやれ
quality. Okay.
やれやれ
It's all just the same like face pretty much. Like just this default face that I've had as a profile picture for a while now.
よし
stuff. I think one time for actually I think it was one Valentine's Day. Maybe I should have done something for Valentine's Day this year. Like I usually play a shoot, I guess I kind of missed the chance to do that, but for like the last couple of years I've played a dating sim game on Valentine's Day. Thanks.
Oh?
I'm glad you like them. I don't know. A surprising amount of time goes into making sure they feel like they were made in MS Paint, if you would believe it or not.
Yes.
Well, okay, maybe not that much time, but like I'll redraw the face, like I'll redraw the MS Paint is cool. It's fun. Valentine's Day was spent excited for exams. Yeah. I don't know. I just kind of guess I missed my chance to continue the tradition of always doing a dating sim on Valentine's Day. But anyway, I was saying I did put like a princess crown on the profile picture like one Valentine's Day when I did a princess dating sim game. I use GIMP for most of my editing, image editing.
Oh?
So like for thumbnails and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yes.
It's free and it's got a lot of functionality to it. I've been learning more and more of it over time. There's probably a lot of stuff that you can do in it that I don't even know how to do yet, so that's kind of neat. I don't know, I guess I need to get a bit better at that kind of stuff, but I don't know, the more I mess around with it and all that, I can kind of learn a bit more about it.
Oh?
Yeah, because I feel like the less on the all the bat is, like the overlay of the bat is, the closer the timing has to be, but the higher up it'll go, obviously. Oh yeah, the little fox guy with the paintbrush in his mouth. Remember when Firefox used to have an actual like fox made out of fire as their logo, and now it's just orange and blue circle? Kinda disappointed. I've been thinking about switching browsers from Google to something else because it just takes up so much bandwidth whenever you have it open. Plus, I think they're gonna update Google at some point, they said, sometime this year, to get rid of plugins that block ads, so, you know, there's incentive to change over until, you know, Facebook stick run game. Can you not find that still somewhere? Do you mean the sled one?
Yes.
I feel like you can still find the sled one in places.
Yosh.
Oh yeah. I mean, technically you can technically you can replace any desktop logo with the right size image. So you could like make a custom desktop images if you wanted to, or revert the old logo back to, or like the new logo back to the old one if you wanted to. I think it's like in properties or something.
Yosh.
I have thought about that, of like customizing my desktop and like organizing it a bit better. I don't know, could be kind of fun.
Oh?
I think the only real baseball game that I've ever gotten into, like video game, is Mario Super Sluggers for the Wii. That was a fun one. It had like a story mode and stuff to it. Kind of fun to play through. Collect all the different teammates you could get and all that kind of stuff. And they had like different synergies. So if you put two characters who liked each other next to each other on the field, they'd do better together.
やれやれ。よし。はあ。
Yeah. I mean, people do the same thing for Akechi as well. Like they do a bunch of fan art, which is whatever, I guess. I don't know. And I mean, you know.
よし。
Um,
はあ。
well, I think they also do,
なあなあ。
what's his name? The best friend. There is a mod that lets you date the best friend in Persona 4. And that's partially because, whether intended as a joke or not, there is some dialogue in the game that was never used that indicates that that was kind of an idea at some point. Whether it was just a joke, like, thing that you could do, or like a part of a joke response or whatever. Yeah, but like, the ball is blue at multiple times. Oh, yeah, maybe I should swing it a bit earlier. That seems a bit too high, but like, swinging it right when the ball turns blue seems to be either too high or something, but... remind me again. Oh, there we go. Hey, there's 3 out of 191. Kanji, not Ryuji. Okay. I was gonna say, does he really? Oh, you mean him teasing him about his palace and everything? Oh, wow. Okay, wow. I should have listened to you a lot sooner, huh, Union?
Yes.
Holy cow. Wow, you... Thank goodness you said something, Union. Okay. I'm reinvigorated. I will go later than I was planning. If we can get this done tonight, that'd be fun.
What?
Oh, yeah, he's teasing him because of his palace is the reason. On the camping thing, yeah, because of the palace, so he's teasing him about the guy liking guys thing. I mean, yeah, it's kind of tiresome, but a lot of the times gay people or people who dress up in like cross-dress or whatever is usually played for laughs. It's kind of a tired joke, and I'm kind of sick of it, but it's whatever.
Yes.
I don't know. It's just like, how many times are you gonna make this joke that, oh, look at this really effeminate person that, oh, guess what? It's a boy. It dresses like a girl, talks like a girl, looks like a girl, but guess what? It's a boy. But you won't ever know because we're not allowed to show that kind of stuff. without it being 18 plus, so you can't confirm or deny whether it's actually a girl or a boy. Anyway. No, you're good, Union. I wouldn't have known any different anyway.
よし
Nah, it's not like that. Or, oh, you mean that. I was thinking of, you were still talking about Persona 4. Yeah, Persona 5, those guys are just, yeah, those guys. Yeah, like I said, it's a tired joke. And I wish they would get over it and tell some different ones or something, but it is what it is.
お
Hey, 9 home runs. We're almost in the double digits. Yeah, I mean, it would make sense if they decided to go for both female and male MC. If you could just date them regardless of which gender you picked. Also, I might actually date some of the guys even as a guy in Persona, which, I mean, it's not even an option, so I haven't had the opportunity to, but often, like, I would rather hang out with a lot of the guys in Persona games than a lot of the girls. I don't know. That's not necessarily true, but there are a lot of girls. Like, I remember, I don't know, some of their social links can be kind of disappointing. Like, what's her name? The, in girl? Amagi? The Amagi in, what's her first name? Wait. She's so fun in the story, and she like laughs, and she really starts to open up at a certain point, but during her social link, it's just like, she never laughs, which was very disappointing.
いいぞ
Oh, sorry, I got distracted.
やれやれ
Complaining about Yukiko, yeah. I don't know. Did you also feel that way, Union? Because I felt like that way, where her social link self and her story self were very different. I like Aigus and Mitsuru in Persona 3. I've never actually finished Mitsuru's social link in Persona 3, unfortunately, so I can't say for certain whether I like Aigus or Mitsuru more. I'd have to actually finish her social link to say for certain, and even that would probably be pretty close. In Persona 4, like I said, I like Yukiko, but
よし
only in the story. Her social link self is kind of not as fun, and then Chie is fine. I'm not a huge fan of how they make you, like, what's the idol girl? The idol girl social link? I can't remember her name off the top of my head. A, she's a bit younger than you, so it's a little weird, but also she's, like, the option to date her or not is if you don't want to date her, you have to just stand there and let her cry and not comfort her whatsoever. And so, like, comforting her is somehow, like, indicating you want to date her. You couldn't have given me a less scummy option for not wanting to date a character. And then for Persona 5, let's see, I liked Maiko.
よし
Or, sorry, no, not Maiko. I'm sorry. Makoto.
なあなあ
I liked Makoto. I liked the chess girl. And I liked Sumere. Yes, Rise. Again, it's been like a couple of years since I've played Persona 4, so all the more reason to go back and actually play it again.
よし
I think out of all three of them,
お
I liked Sumere the best. I don't like how they kind of force her on you.
よし
Like, I feel like a lot of there's always like one girl in each of the Persona games that feels like a bit forced onto you, like you're supposed to like them. Whether it's Yukari in Persona 3, was it
よし
that one new girl what's her name? Margaret? No, it's not Margaret. The one Velvet Room attendant they add in Persona 4. And then in Persona 5, you're supposed to like Sumeri, so
いいぞ。
yeah. I don't know. Marie's inclusion into Persona 4 Golden is not handled the best. They actually did it a lot better with Sumeri, so they kind of learned from their mistakes when they did Sumeri, based on Marie. Yeah, Marie.
Yes.
It's also kind of a problem when they add in new characters after the fact, because if you go back into an jrpg and add 20 hours of content, you're now elongating scenes that used to take not quite as long. It's I think the most noticeable example of that is in Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, where there's
Yes.
a cutscene, like 2 or 3 cutscenes that play right after each other, where it wasn't like that in the original version, so it like drags out that section of the game so much more. And like the cutscene they added doesn't really have anything to do with what's going on in the moment, so it like kind of takes you out of the moment, which is supposed to be this big fight between like supposed to be one of the climax points of the story. Didn't finish KH yet. Yeah, KH1. The KH games are a lot of fun. Your mileage with the non-number titles will vary, whether you like them or don't like them, but they're all important to the plot, unfortunately. So oh yeah, I think my biggest complaint with the shuffle time system in Persona 4 is that you have to take bad cards to continue the streak. So even if you're trying to grind for XP or money, you might have to take a card that gets rid of your XP or money, which is like doesn't feel good, you know. But I kind of hope we get to see a bit more of KH4 development soon, because it'll have been almost a year sometime this, yeah, I think it'll have been a year sometime this summer since they announced that first trailer for KH4, but I guess we'll see. It might still be a while out yet.
よし。
Like, it took years and years to get much more than a teaser trailer for KH3. Although it seems like they're just going to continue with the numbered stuff. I wonder how important Disney is going to be to the future of the franchise, because it feels like they've kind of closed one chapter and are starting fresh. So I wonder how much like Disney is going to matter to like the new chapter of Kingdom Hearts, especially with the style that they showed off in the KH4 trailer, where it's a bit more realistic. Oh no, I wasn't thinking that it would come out this year. Just that we would get more news about it, I hope. You know? Like maybe some more footage or some early game footage or something, you know? Nice. 2 in a row.
いいぞ。
Over halfway done. Let's see what happens first. If we get 30 home runs first, or we get 300 hits first. It's probably going to be 300 hits.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be 300 hits, because I'd have to get all after this hit, I'd have to get all of them as home runs to get it within 300 hits, but yeah. Oh, I don't know. Genshin, the makers of Genshin are coming out with a new game. Genshin something or whatever.
Yes.
I don't know. Genshin was kind of fun, but I played it on my phone for like 20 minutes when it first released. I was like, I think I'm good. And also it was kind of a pain to play on phone, and I was like, do I really want to play it on PC? So I just haven't gotten into it. But fair play to all the people who have. I know some people were mad because it was like very derivative of Breath of the Wild when it first came out, but I think it's kind of grown into its own thing since then. And it's not like the kind of formula that Breath of the Wild's pioneer isn't like copyrighted by them. Like, it's not like if somebody came along and did something similar but better, then fine, yeah. I guess I don't really care. Especially since like there are plenty of series and stuff that could use a spiritual reboot and stuff.
Nana. Yosh.
Oh, that was close.
Yes.
But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff coming out this year so far. Like that Nintendo Direct that they put out recently was really good. It's probably one of the better Nintendo Directs they've ever had. Because not only did they get to... Yeah. I think what people took issue with was that it was a large open world with glider mechanics and collecting materials, cooking, it was very obviously inspired in a good chunk by Breath of the Wild. I don't think anybody can deny that, but for sure the lore and like the different systems around it, around the world exploration are very different. Well, actually, Nintendo has been talking to their suppliers about getting stuff around to make like a new console, whether that's more reruns of like the OLED series or like a new beefed up Switch version or something, or even a new console is kind of interesting. Like if they decide to make more OLEDs and stuff, that would mean that they're making more Switches 7 or so years into the lifespan of the Switch, which would be like very atypical of this far into a console's lifespan, right? Because think about, like, there are only a couple of game systems that like got more new consoles, more runs of a console, like 7 years in, like the PS2 or like the Wii maybe. But yeah, who knows? Like they were always talking about a beefed up Switch, but all we got was like the OLED, which had a better screen and some quality of life stuff with like the dock and everything, but it wasn't better under the hood, right? So it would be interesting to see if they come out like with a beefed up version of the Switch, either as a new console itself, like a Switch 2, or because I could definitely see them no, I mean like getting new consoles made for it. Like usually games like sports games and stuff will still come out on those kind of consoles for a while. Actually, want to know something funny? Just Dance 2020 came out for the Wii and was like one of the last games to come out for it, obviously. But Just Dance 2019 was the last Just Dance game to come out for the Wii U. They didn't bother to put it on the Just Dance 2020 on the Wii U, but they did for the Wii. Marvel Spider-Man 2. Yeah. I never played the Marvel Spider-Man 1, like, because it was a PS4 exclusive. I think it's on PC now, though. So maybe I'll play that at some point.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember playing quite a few of the Just Dance games with, like, friends and family at family gatherings and stuff like that. Like, me and my brother would go back and forth on high scores for like the song Livin' La Vida Loca and other things like that. It's too bad I can't play those on stream. I feel like those would be kind of fun on stream.
Yes.
But you know, copyright music and all that. There's no way I'd be able to do that. I don't know. Maybe I could do it on Twitch, and then if I get banned, who cares, right? But you know. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it's fun, and it's kind of a fun way to get some exercise in, I guess. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying. I want to try that Metroid Prime remake, because playing the Metroid Prime series, or at least like the first one, is on my bucket list for this year. So the fact that it came out with a remaster this year is like, okay, I have to do this, right? Like, clearly some force in the world wants me to play that game, so I would not take those odds. I ain't a betting man, but too bad we can't bet like channel points or something on that. That's one thing I wish we had more of on YouTube that Twitch has, is like being able to bet channel points. But then again, I'd have to be an affiliate over on Twitch. I never got to that point. I never had enough watch time for I never had enough watch time versus like hours streamed. Like, my watch ratio wasn't ever high enough, because I would stream for a good chunk of time and I had enough followers, but like I just didn't have people who would come, enough people would come regularly for that. Yeah, I think I have a old what was it, like PayPal or something that I set up for donations on Twitch, but I haven't logged into it in years. I got one donation of like $2 from a nice person over on Twitch one time. And then obviously, but since that's not enough money to actually get paid out, I literally never saw it. So don't tell them I said that. So.
Yes.
I don't know. For now, I'm fine with not making any money off of any of this stuff. It's just fun for me for right now. And that's how it's been for a long time. I've always kind of enjoyed this kind of stuff anyway. I don't know, maybe once we get to a certain point and I've saved up enough money, I'll quit my job for like 6 months or whatever and try and make it, and if not, well, I can go back to my job, I guess, but probably not anytime soon.
Yes.
I think more regularly doing streams where I think more regularly doing streams like later in the night, just playing chill games or something would be kind of fun. I just got to get like my sleeping schedule down and get more regular at editing and stuff, so I can actually get out videos and do this kind of stuff. We'll see. Oh, plenty of fun goals. Right now I'm trying to work on getting my sleep schedule back in shape. Currently it's almost 20 minutes after when I'm supposed to go to bed, so you know how that's working out. But we're almost done here, so probably go to bed right after this.
Yosh.
Huh? Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, you would have been right. Home Run King. I managed to hit 3 home runs, guys. It is 9:19 p.m., but I have to get up at like 5 in the morning. So that's why I go to bed at old man times, because I have to get up at old man hours. I mean, it's not that bad, obviously, 9 o'clock, but I still got to get up at like 5, so.
帰るとするか。
It's 2 a.m. here, yeah. Oh, you got exams tomorrow too, don't you? You should probably also go to bed once I'm done with stream. What, the lo-fi beats don't make you want to sleep yet?
えっと、
No, I'm not. All right, I can't make you do anything you don't want to, I guess. At least he can get some sleep, even if I can't yet. All right, let's go over to the Thieves then, because we should have 100%ed it, at least all the challenges. Which is pretty poggers, if I do say
やあ。
so myself. So, all right, you got all the awards. That's awesome. I didn't think you'd actually pull it off. Yeah, I thought it would take me longer too. I was planning on doing another stream. That's awesome. Thanks to all your work, the wall's really shiny now, and I got to learn a bunch from you. So glad I met you here. Once I get back, I'll definitely tell. Oh, I almost forgot. I want to thank you, so I got a gift for you. I left it in a box where you keep your memories. You can find it yourself, probably. It's a surprise present, like humans give each other. I really hope you like
お
it.
疲れ。
Anyways, good job. Good job.
はい。えっと、うーん。うーん。はい。えっと、うーん。うーん。いやいや、違うだろう。
All right. And then, oh, okay, they were up there. That's kind of interesting. What would these two have to say about this?
うーん。
All right, pretty standard stuff. You know, when I was making the thumbnails for this week's weekend's Persona 3 portable streams, because I plan on doing the Reaper this Sunday, I couldn't find a good image of the Reaper. I had the same exact problem when doing thumbnails for Persona 3. Anyway, there's like no good images of it. Like it's always like really low quality or from art sketches or something, or like part of a piece of like official art or something. Like there's no good PNG-able like flip art or anything of it, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I got all the challenges done. Maybe that's something to think about for the future. Yeah, I could see that myself doing something like that. Yeah, I guess so. Sure, let's return to the game and go pick up our gift then, our surprise gift. Yeah, that's fun. Cool. We're actually getting through Persona 3 Portable a lot faster than I thought we would. Like it took me like 3 months or so to beat Persona 3 Portable the first time. Now you know what? Now that we're done with all that. Oops. How do I can? Okay, there we go. I guess I could have just played this song on repeat for like the last 2 hours too, and that would have worked fine. All right, should be over here, right? Something is in the cardboard box. You received the award completion reward. Invisible veil and the letter from royalty. You received your bonus content. Oh. Didn't I already do this? I already got that. Why is it giving it to me again? Whatever. Where is it? Letter from royalty, right? Yeah. A document that enables one to summon a persona for free. Nice. And then if we go to equip, I imagine it's an accessory. Yes. Invisible veil. A veil that shields you from the weak-willed. Prevents discovery by foes roaming the metaverse. That's cool. That'll be useful on repeat playthroughs and for doing build guides and stuff. I kind of want to do that once I get through making the Persona 3 Fez guide series. Do some build guides for some of the games. Let's head over. Might as well go ahead and make sure it works, right? It's so funny to me that they literally named the school Shujin Academy. Like, how on the nose can you be? Like, imagine if like there was just like a school called Prisoner Academy or something. That's literally what it would be. It would be like Prisoner Academy or Inmates. I don't know. I'm trying to think of an alliterative way to say prisoners. Oh, Prisoners Prep School. There you go. Prisoners Prep School. Hey, look at that. How much will it cost me to summon this persona? It'll cost me absolutely nothing. Cool. Yeah, I'll probably actually have to pick it up on my New Game Plus save file, because this is actually the first playthrough file. But yeah. Alrighty. Well, that's that done. I can check that off my list of things to do. But yeah, this is kind of fun. Maybe I'll have to do some more chill streams where we just play a game like this. I actually had a reasonable amount of success playing Viva Pinata of all things regularly at around this time slot too. On Twitch. Maybe I'll try that here. Whatever. Or something. I don't know. We could do something. The Reaper can locate your position with a visible veil equipped, but he won't be able to initiate battle. Oh, that's kind of fun. Huh. That's a fun little quirky thing. But yeah, that'll make run-throughs of the game a lot easier, because you won't have to deal with random enemies when running through palaces or when going through mementos. And since you've already completed like all that stuff, like a New Game Plus runs and stuff, you really don't need it. Can you get it even if you're on a new save file, like not a New Game Plus save file or something? I guess so, because this is technically the first save file of the whole thing, right? I was like, why is it only 80% complete? But that's because it's still on the new save file, or like the first playthrough save file. Will now show up in all save files. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll probably have to like not pick up the them up if I wanted to do a new fresh playthrough, but you know, I probably won't be doing any of those anytime soon. Alrighty. Nanda. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to sleep now. I got everything I wanted to get done, you know? Even more so, actually, because I got both the fishing and the batting minigame done. I forgot that it was like around Halloween time for this save. That's kind of fun. I never really I didn't linger around too long on this time period, but yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, I gotta go to work tomorrow. Bad. But, you know, next month I can't work at all. And I'm being temporarily fired because union regulations. So I have a whole next month where I could just do whatever. Yeah. Man, it's fun. I don't know. It'll be kind of fun. I'm planning on doing some more content, obviously, next month since all. Oh, you could? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I wanted to do a brand new save file, I'd have to, like, try and not use them. Because otherwise, it would make the game way too easy. Yeah, it'll be like summer for a month. But yeah. So, I gotta make sure I don't call in sick to work or anything for, like, this month or whatever. So I actually have spending money next month. Looking forward to next month. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, that's why I've been like testing out Restream and stuff is to use for like next month. I gotta get a new chair too. I have an IOU on a chair for a Christmas gift. And they're like, well, just let us know what chair you want. And I'm like, okay. And it's February now, right? So it's been a couple months since Christmas and I still haven't let them know, so I gotta figure it out. No, not a gaming chair. Actually, that's what they got me, and I was like, I don't want a gaming chair, because actually gaming chairs aren't that good, because they're based off race car chairs, which aren't comfortable. They're supposed to be racing chairs are supposed to be secure and safe. They're not supposed to be comfortable. Like, so they look cool, but yeah, like long term they're not good for you, for the most part. And also the I can't remember what brand it was, but like their slogan on the box was "A comfortable gamer is a dangerous gamer," and I was like, I don't like that. I don't want people are gonna, if I show up with a gaming chair where the slogan is "A comfortable gamer is a dangerous gamer," then people are just gonna laugh at me, and I would laugh at them too, because that's just stupid. It's such a weird and stupid slogan. Gaming socks are also very cool. I have peanut socks, like the cartoon. Does that count? I don't have any gaming socks. I did ask for underwear for Christmas, so yeah. I mean, Strikers and P4 Golden won't be for a while. Well, Strikers will be probably starting next month actually, so that'll work out pretty well. Gaming toaster moment. Yeah, we are gonna start hanging out with, I guess, probably not next till, well, actually maybe this weekend. I don't know, it's hard to say. I've been making these thumbnails obviously ahead of time so I can schedule out the streams, and I kind of have to guess how far we're gonna get. Like, I made a thumbnail that related to the death of a character, and then that character died the stream before, and I was like, well, oh well. All right, I guess it already happened. I don't know, I guess the thumbnails don't matter. Well, this mattered a bit, but they don't matter that much. Why is this second floor? I just noticed they label these as the stairs to the second floor on every single stair. It's like, is this stair still the second floor? Okay, is this one still the second floor? Okay, wait, no, wait, this one goes up to the third floor. Gotta go back. Toy cinemas. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I do have to actually wrap up stream. So, alrighty, I will see you guys later then. For a second floor moment, yeah. Ooh. I will see you guys later then. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. I'll see you hopefully this weekend then. Yeah, maybe I'll have to schedule out some more chill streams every once in a while, like once a week or something. I guess I could play Minecraft. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft recently. Yeah. See you, Union. See you, Vasco. And anybody else who's watching the VOD or lurking, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And in case I don't see you guys have a good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I'll see you all later. See ya.